Back with a little intro there.
That's right.
Took us a while to get that back up, but there we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh man, it's a lot of stuff to talk about today. We had the big expo show last week, so a lot of good stuff there, and we'll talk more about that stuff here in a minute. So I know, like it was, it wound up being like 8 hours. I think we did like 12 interviews throughout the day. So
12 or 13. I think I think it ended up being 12 because we were able to secure another one kind of on the floor. So
yeah, kind of like, hey man,
yeah.
But yeah, it's so. Anyway, we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute too. Then of course I had the Non-Point show before that, so I seen Non-Point and Blacktop Mojo and Sumo Psycho. Of course, Non-Point never disappoints with the show, so it was actually pretty good. Actually, they played 2 songs that I don't even know. I know one song I've never heard live. The other one, if it has, it's been like a long time. So, they kicked off the show with Mind Trip, which is an older song. I think it's from Statement, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but so it's one of their earlier albums. So it was pretty cool to hear them. Actually, they started it out with that song, which was kind of crazy because usually they're one of those bands that start out with their newer song. But I mean, it was cool because they mixed it up. So kind of keeps everybody guessing, I guess.
Right. Yeah, it is kind of nice when you can get like a little bit of a change of pace, and they pull out a deep cut every now and then.
Yeah, and it was funny because they were ribbing each other, and Elias was like, "Hey, we're this is the first time we played this song on this tour or whatever." And Rob was like, "What the fuck you talking about? We played it yesterday." So it was a song they inserted for the tour, I guess is what Elias was saying. But
right,
Elias was like, "You know what the hell I mean?" It's like he said, "Okay, it's the first time we've only played this song in Nashville. We're never going to play it again," and all that stuff. But, and it was funny. They just kept back and forth. It was pretty funny, but it was Marshall Ward. I've never heard that song live. It was the first time I actually heard that song live. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool that they're pulling out some deep cuts for this tour. So
yeah.
And then of course we'll have an announcement later on in the day, I'm sure, from the big tour announcement that they're on. So I know you probably got it. I didn't pull it because I figured I didn't see a lot on there, and I didn't want to steal a bunch of thunder. So
oh man, that would have been fine.
But actually, there was some festival lineups released, so I kind of stuck with what I'm supposed to be doing. So
yeah, no problem.
And then, of course, we had the expo show, and then I went and seen Halo Scars on Sunday night. If you're not familiar with those guys, they actually were a guest on a show back in December. So if you want to go back to our YouTubes or anything like that and check that out, you could do so. Also, do want to announce that we do have a Patreon now. Not sure. I'm still playing with it, so forgive me if I'm not so tech savvy with a lot of this stuff. But well, I mean, it's more or less not really like it's like every platform has set up different, so you have to like kind of feel your way around in there. So, so I'm still trying to get the feel of it. But I do have a post up there, so about some merch. So the new World Tour the World Tour shirts are on there. There you go. He's wearing one now, so it's got the dates on the back.
Hang on.
So
hang on.
Of course, our shirts are missing a date, but the shirt that's on the online on there has all the dates on it. So
Yeah, there's a slight oops on the initial.
Yeah. So we got it worked out. So it won't it shouldn't happen again. Hopefully it doesn't. But yeah, so got that going, and actually got some other stuff to throw on there as well. We we have stickers and guitar picks just came in, so we're gonna put
cool. Those did come in. Cool.
Yeah. So they're pretty cool. Actually, they're pretty thick too. So I didn't realize they were going to be as thick as they were. So kind of impressed for what I got. So
that's cool.
So we got some stuff going on. I mean, we're getting there slowly but surely. So I figured 2 years in, we probably need some merch at this point. So
yeah.
So, and then trying to think if there's anything. Oh, yes. Also, we started a Rumble account as well. So if you haven't, if you got a Rumble and you want to follow us there, I know a lot of people don't like YouTube, so kind of got to hit both sides of the fence, I guess. So.
Right. Well, I mean, that's only fair. That's only fair.
So I mean, there's not a lot of content there. I think there's two videos I've uploaded so far, which I'm trying to get. It takes a minute, man, because like downloading and then uploading them to another platform is pretty intensive. That's why I like doing the live shows, because I mean we both work. So I mean, I was sitting there telling my wife last night, I said, man, if we had to edit all this stuff and then upload it, I'd be in here 4 or 5 hours a day trying to edit stuff to upload. So yeah. So it took me
and we get enough. We definitely get enough guff about
right
about how much time this takes up anyway. So
yeah. Well, I mean, it'd be at some point, hopefully, it pays off. But that's all we can hope for. So
yeah.
But yeah, so we got that going. Trying to think if there's anything else that I did that I need to put out there. I guess not. Like I said, I've been so busy. I feel like I've been going in a damn circle for a week. So, so I was actually doing some just like getting off work and doing some shit. So 12-hour day and then jumping on here doing some shit for for this. So I mean, if that doesn't tell you how dedicated we are, then I don't know what to tell you. So, but anyway, let's check out this is the Halo Scars t-shirt thing.
Very nice.
So yeah, pretty cool shirt. They have actually a lot of cool stuff there. So check out their merch over there at their page. They got a lot of good stuff there. So there's actually 2 shirts I wanted, but I stuck with this one. So plus they don't have big boy sizes. So
right. I was gonna say you can always order the other one.
Yeah. So no, there's sure they probably have some more stuff later on. But yeah, there's some cool dudes. Like I said, we kind of it was funny because I was like sitting at the bar and then Jason was kind of let's see if I'm sitting here. He was to my, because I was facing the stage, turned the bar stool around and facing the stage, and he was to my right. And when I looked over, I was looking over at him, and he kept going, "Oh, that guy."
Yeah.
So finally, it was funny. I seen Keegan was the only one that recognized me right off the bat. It was funny. I said, "What's up, Keegan?" He said, "Oh, dude, what's going on?" I was like, so it was pretty funny. And then I guess he went and may have told Jason come over at some point.
Okay.
Susie asked, Susie he was wearing a Metal and Tat shirt. That's what it was. And Susie said, "Metal and Tats, hell yeah." She said, "Yeah, we know him and all that." So he goes, "Oh, you know Dana?" And then he looked up and like see me at that point. He goes, "Oh man, okay." And so he kind of realized that it was and Daniel, he kind of knew who I was when I seen him too. And Daniel was like, all those guys are super laid back and cool. Poor Kobe, man, he had just did a 24-hour shift and had to stay up for that show. So he was I guess a 12-hour, 14-hour, whatever shift he works, and then of course going there. So he was up over 24 hours by the time he got home. So
damn. And
then he was up there, with his vocals, so I'm sure he was he was the funniest one. I kind of caught him. I passed him coming out of the bathroom, and I said, "Oh man, you like some big rock superstar now? Don't know nobody." And he was just like looking at me puzzled because I said, "It's Jason from Metalheads Unite." He said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, dude." And he was just like, he said, "I'm not." I'll tell you right, I'm not with it, dude. And he was telling me like, he ain't had no sleep and shit. So
right,
but it was kind I was pretty funny. I gave him a hard time. So they actually played their new song "Crownless King" there, and that's actually going to be released next Friday. So
cool.
Yeah, so it's
nice.
It sounds badass too, dude. So I can't wait to. I actually thought I recorded it when I live, and I asked them if I could upload it. And they said that was cool to do that, but I think what I did is I had my camera up and I never hit record.
Oh shit! Okay.
But I was taking pictures, so at least I got pictures out of the deal. But I didn't. I don't think I got the actual footage. So unfortunately, you'll have to wait till Friday. So like everybody else.
Well, yeah, like everybody else.
And they're actually shooting a video for that, so that's cool for them to actually get a video out there. So. Big things going for Halo Scars. I'm glad to see it.
Oh yeah, man.
And I know they're doing some kind of other festival over at the Brickyard coming up too. So,
cool. Well, that'll be local for them. So
yeah. And I think that's actually going to happen before they go on the tour in Florida. So, so everybody can kind of look out for that too. I guess that's all the news we had to report, except for if you want to kind of go over the expo. I mean, we can go over that a little bit, I guess, before we get cranking.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we should probably do a quick little recap on that. I mean, as quick a recap as we can do, considering we were there, 8 hours, and we were there all. Was it 8 hours? Like 10 to
we were about 8 hours.
A little right around 8 hours, I guess. Well, I think we did I think we ended up doing like 6.5 hours of live streaming that day.
Yeah. So that's another thing too.
2 segments. So
that's another thing too. Is I took that second segment because I know I don't expect anybody to watch us for 6 hours. I mean, if you do, great. I mean, go for it. But I'm actually been trying to break those interviews down and upload them. Trying to upload them separately. So I got Bob's up already. So Bob Chiappardi's is up already. So if you guys want to check that one out, it's already up there. Bob's actually a very interesting guy, and he's actually kind of told us if we wanted to do it again more extensive, he'd be down to do that. So I definitely would like to pick his brain a little more, because I mean he's on the marketing side of the business, so it's kind of a different perspective than what we usually talk to. So
yeah, he's been doing it for damn near 40 years. So
so he definitely gotten some working with Megadeth and Pantera and Linkin Park. I mean, that dude's worked with a lot of big bands, so I'm sure he's got a lot more stories than just the skydiving story. So, which was I think he was kind of
a great story.
Yeah, I think he was kind of shocked that I asked that. Honestly, when I seen his face, he was kind of he's like he was expecting something different, I guess. So, I kind of felt. I kind of felt honored in a little ways. I said, man, maybe I asked him something outside the box a little bit. So,
right, yeah.
So, yeah. But like I said, we're always been about the stories. So, I mean,
yeah. Well, all those guys, like I say, I can't speak for all of them, but I mean, they were all, all the guys we interviewed, they were making the rounds. There were many podcasts there. I think we were one of I think 6 or 8 metal podcasts, and there were like 3 or 4 Kiss podcasts, so there was a lot of there were a lot of people there who interviewed those guys. They were making the rounds. They were doing 15 minutes at a time. So like I say, we got to talk to quite a few people, and unfortunately it was only 15 minutes,
right?
But because I mean, we got to talk to Jack Gibson of Exodus, and I kind of fanboyed out. I did. I kind of fanboyed out a little bit on that one, but I mean, being such a huge Exodus fan, and then, and then